Hey guys, it's been a while. Just came here for groceries and I thought, why don't I make the one of one of the comments was asking what's my camera setup. So I thought of making that on the way. Just came back from the groceries, got some chicken and coffee. Uh, okay, it's not that sad. Okay, I got my shop groceries done 2 days ago. I just ran out of chicken, and the coffee is because I'm trying to get rid of my addiction, uh, specifically vaping. So yeah, coffee is to like compensate for that. But I'm not here to talk about my bad habits, unhealthy habits. I'm here to talk about my setup. Let's go on a ride. And oh my god, I've missed it so much. 2 weeks. I was just thinking about her the whole time. All right. Start her up. Woo. Never gets old. Alright, so my camera setup is and audio setup is not that complicated, but I'll get into it. If you do it right, it's gonna sound really well, but the truth is that audio really matters a lot. Camera, it's not that hard with the camera to make your footage look good, but I think what really matters more than what the video is the audio. That kind of like brings the video to life, and that can like make or break your clips. And I struggled to find the right audio for motor vlogging for like I think 4 months. I kept buying and throwing stuff in the garbage because it just didn't work out for me. I started with lapel mic and connecting that to my camera, and it was just completely clipping and distorting all of the sound. You could barely hear anything I was saying. So that went in the garbage, but I finally found a fix. So I'll tell you in a bit. For my camera, it's the DJI Osmo Action 3. It's really good. You don't have to like break your bank. Like even like slightly older models do perfectly well, like in 4K or anything. The only big difference is like the sensor is better in the newer cameras, but like if you're starting off, you don't have to jump into like the most expensive gear. So on my helmet, I've got the DJI Osmo Action 3, and it is mounted on my helmet with the help of chin mounts. They're very good, very secure, and even with just like a sticky tape kind of situation, they're still really tight onto the helmet. Let me take this right and I'll get to the next one. And The only gripe I have with the Osmo Action 3 is that compared to like the newer DJIs, it's a lot worse at night. You really have to tweak a lot and do a lot of stuff in like video editing software to really bring it out. It looks quite badly distorted, and I heard GoPro is even worse. So I'm kind of happy I didn't go that way. But for my audio, so here's the fix I found. I wanted to bring out the exhaust sound of the bike along with my own audio, like when I'm speaking, right? And I knew that if I just use one mic in my helmet, it's not going to really bring out the exhaust notes. And that's the main thing about like motor vlogging. You want to bring both of them out. After all, you're here to listen to the bike, not just me, right? So I've got two mics. So one is like the main big mic that I keep in my backpack, which is the Zoom H5. Yes, I've got the Zoom H5, and it has a lot of functionality. You can plug in a lot of mics into it. The downside is it's quite big, but it's quite amazing. So that slips right into my bag, and connected to that, I'm not going to go too much into the detail because there's already a lot of videos about this, but you can connect a secondary mic. So that's my DJI mic, and that sounds amazing. Like there's no other mic that I could get to work as good as this. Not even as good as this. I couldn't get any other mic to work at all. So the DJI mic goes into my helmet, and my Zoom mic is kind of like the main like bass board that compiles the sound from my helmet mic and my exhaust mic. And it's a lot easier to like edit in post-production. This dude has got a nice bike. He's in full Christmas spirit. So yeah, so that's why my actual voice sounds a lot better if I compared to if I were to use any other lavalier or lapel mics. And it's not just that. It's not just plug and play kind of thing. You still gotta tweak. I still have to do a lot of tweaking on like Premiere Pro or like editing softwares to really make it come to life. It takes hours. It's not just like plug it in and it just works perfectly. It does work really well to some extent, but there's always like some distortion, clipping. You can hear some background noise. Even like setting up the camera, I'll get to that in a bit. You also got to set up like the white balance, the ISO, the frame rate, all of that. So for daytime, most of the times I just use auto white balance and ISO. And I use 4K 30 FPS. I did try 2K because it doesn't look that much different from 4K when I'm playing like games or anything on the computer, but so I was like, I might as well just use 2K. It saves on battery life, and it also doesn't take as much storage, but it actually does make a lot more difference in footage compared to if you're gaming or watching any movie. Because 2K looks a lot more grainy, even though it's high quality, compared to 4K. 4K really like flushes a lot of graininess out. So now I've started to stick to 4K 30 FPS. I don't use any Rocksteady or Horizon balance because it doesn't look that authentic. It looks very like a cameraman is like sort of
keeping the camera steady for you. But when you're on a bike, there's so much like movement and jerkiness, so I want to bring that more to life. But with my other helmet, where the chin mount is not very stable, that's where it's not very stable, so the camera moves a lot, like even if I barely move my head. So that's where I use Rocksteady. But this my main recording helmet, I don't. Anyway, yeah, so I can get, if you guys want, I can get into more detail about how to edit in the software with sound and audio. But for now, I hope that's enough for you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much my setup. Let's just hear the bike for now, yeah? I don't want to disrupt the traffic too much.